Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cafe Disco Report. I'm your host this week, Mike, with my co-host Chad and Osama.
Hey,
How you doing?
how you doing today, Mike? I said hey.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Osama didn't restart the timer.
That's all right, I can go. I can add.
Can you add?
Yeah, I can add.
Okay. Sure.
Pretty well.
You think so?
Pretty well or pretty good?
Pretty well.
Okay.
I can speak pretty good. My grammar is pretty good. So, first of all,
To whom it may concern. Is it who or whom?
Who?
Two.
Who? It's who when the subject
Yeah.
is the
Predicate.
whatever.
Whatever predicate
Toby.
is.
We're doing this
Toby.
right now.
Toby.
All right, sorry. Good.
First of all, be sure to follow us or like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube and like the video. Leave a comment if you want. We're on all the podcasting services. Got it.
Good job.
Yep. And if you want to send us an email, it's at cafediscopodcast@gmail.com. If you want to send us something, news related, politics related that you want us to talk about, just drop us an email there. All right. First of all, to the top of my list here, I just have listed Justin Trudeau and Blackface. Thoughts?
Osama, here we go. All right, to start, there's nothing wrong with him dressing up as Aladdin. Okay.
Mhm.
But he's a lefty who would shame somebody for doing that. So he's a hypocrite, so shame on him. But I'm just going to put it out there, Nizam. There's nothing wrong with white people dressing up as black people. Now, back when blackface was established in its racist content, where it was
Context.
content,
The
the content was racist.
context.
The content, what they did was racist.
It's contact.
We're both right, but the content
Oh.
of what they did was racist.
Really?
What they were doing, that's the content.
Is this like
And the context in which they were doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
grammar class, huh?
No,
Is that
because
how that
content
works?
is right in that situation. You guys are just wrong. You don't know your
All
grammar.
right, keep going.
All right. That was
You
racist.
speak really good.
I do. I admit that. But white people dressing up as black people, especially dressing up as a celebrity, is not racist at all. Not even a little bit.
Like dressing up how exactly?
Like if I want to dress up as Obama, that's not racist.
Like a costume or anything like that?
No, even if I paint my face, it doesn't matter. It's not racist. Because I'm not doing it to offend anybody. I'm not doing it to mock black people.
So what are you
Now,
doing it
if
for?
I dressed up for Halloween, for a
Yeah.
costume party, for anything,
Mhm.
I have it right.
Okay.
It's not racist.
Mhm.
Now,
The thing is,
in blackface,
if
where
it's
they
a
put the black
role,
paint
yeah.
on and they put the big red lips on and everything, they were mocking what black people look like. That is offensive. That I would say is racist. I would agree with you.
Well,
Yeah.
not just mocking, but like over exaggerating.
Yeah.
What they thought. Black people look like.
Yeah, that was the
It was
stigma
like a
back then,
very
that-
over
yeah.
exaggerated. The big red lips
Yeah.
and all that crap.
And I'm agreeing with
Yeah.
Nizama.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
On
have
that.
no problem with if it's for like a role and like a film, I have no problem with that at all.
What about a Halloween party?
I mean, that again, it all depends on like how you go about it. If you're gonna dress up with like a black vest with like the big red lips and everything like that, that's going too far. I mean, if you just if you're dressing up like as like a black celebrity, fine with me, okay. But it's when like you go to like that little like stereotypical context of it, that's when I have like a whole problem with
I think
it.
if you're gonna
when
do
you
it-
when you have
Yeah.
when you're doing it with disrespectful intent,
Right.
right?
Well, unless you're
Which-
doing it as Obama, then you can be disrespectful. But other than that, I would say yes. Like if you're just dressing up, and that's the thing, you need to be dressing up as a person, I think, for it not to be racist. If I went to a Halloween party and say, hey, I'm a black guy, and I got like a long shirt and some Nikes on, like a gun tag.
How you really feel, Chad?
and I put on big lips and I painted my face black, that would be racist because I'm just a random black guy.
Mhm.
But if I went as
You could be Lil Wayne.
yeah, I could be, and that's a good example. So if I put on dreads and I put on gold teeth and I had like fake tattoos all over my black skin and I went as Lil Wayne, that's not racist.
You look stupid though.
Might look stupid, but doesn't everybody look stupid at a Halloween party? Isn't that the point?
Not really.
Yes, they do.
Everybody.
Pretty much. Especially if you're an adult going to a Halloween party.
I'm not even gonna. I can't say what I want to say on air, so yeah.
Why?
Because my wife is watching this, so yeah.
What's that got to do?
Sometimes.
I don't understand.
I think he's going the female route.
Oh. Well, I'm talking about guys.
You said everybody though, so
Well,
yeah.
you know what I meant. I twist my words into that. It's not racist though. That's
Again, it's all about the context of like what you're doing.
the context.
This time
This
is
time,
context.
this
Yeah.
time,
This
I
time
was
it's all about like
joking. It's context. You're right. I just wanted to-
So yeah, it's all about like how you portray like exactly what you're doing it for. Exactly. Like it's all about that. Like, I mean, everything has like have like a meaning like behind it. Depending on
Not
like
always.
what you try exactly. Huh?
Not always. Some things don't have meaning. Sometimes people just do it for fun. There's really no meaning behind it.
Okay. Whatever.
Well, no, no.
Yeah.
With that, with that, I think there is, I think there is like an intent, or they do it for a reason. No, not a bad reason all the time, but for a reason, right? If you're dressing up as a celebrity, it's probably because you like that celebrity, or
Nobody wakes.
Or you don't like the
or
celebrity.
or you don't like that celebrity. Yeah, but it's one or the other.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that celebrity, and it's a black celebrity, you don't like them, like let's say Obama. If you dressed up like that, did the blackface and all that stuff, but you didn't do all the exaggerated features that were like done back when it was done for racist purposes.
Right. That's not
I don't think
racist.
there's anything wrong with it, and I don't think it's racist, as long as you don't do the exaggerated, the exaggerated features with it.
Exactly what I just said.
But there's a lot, yeah. But
I think we agree.
I'm saying people do it. And they do it for a reason. You said sometimes there's not a reason behind something.
Well, there's not a motive.
I think
There's
there
not
is.
a motive.
Yeah, nobody wakes
Well, no, I mean
up.
you can't be.
Yeah.
You can say there's not a racist motive behind it.
But nobody
There's-
wakes up just, hey, I'm gonna paint my face black. Just
No, but some people wake up and they're like, I have a
What?
Halloween party I'm going to tonight. I'm going to paint my face black and be Obama.
really now.
Yes,
So what do you?
Okay.
But so why are you doing that?
Yeah.
for
Right.
the Halloween party,
Okay.
and because it's hilarious.
There's a purpose.
Well, I guess everything has a.
there's a-
Well, if
That's what I literally just said.
if that's your definition, then yes, everything has a meaning behind it. Okay, I went to sleep. That had a meaning behind it.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, if you look at it that way, everything has a meaning.
Yeah. See, you're
Okay.
a religious person. Everything should have meaning, Chad.
Okay.
Anyways, back to that guys, like as terms of like the left, like they're all falling into the sword which they put out with it because they started
Yeah.
this. So yeah.
And that's the
Well,
thing.
Megyn
that's
Kelly
the thing.
lost her job over this crap too. That's what really pisses me off.
That's what I think that they are taking every instance of it and saying that is automatically racist. You know what I mean? Like any people even talking about it, racist, or
Not
people,
racist.
people even saying that it's not racist for somebody to do it. You're racist.
It's
now.
so not racist that I wanted to get an Obama mask for the show today. That's how not racist it is.
Yeah, but there's a
not
distinction
like-
between those two though. I agree with Nozama.
The
There's a
mask is
distinction.
not. It doesn't even compare to like being painted as.
So,
like
Mike, do you
blackface,
think
though.
that it's racist to paint your face black instead of wear a mask?
I don't think it is. I don't think it is racist, but
Again,
I would say
it's the-
it's not smart. I'll put it that way.
Politically smart? No, it's not politically smart, but in general, it's not racist. And as long as you're not trying to offend
as long as
anybody,
as long as there's no ill intent behind it, and you're not doing
but can we
all the
twist it
things
around?
in the like when it was done for racial purposes with the exaggerated features and things like that.
I think that's where we're getting hung up. I think that's where people get all bent out of shape because of what happened from our ancestors. Same thing with slavery. Not something we can control.
Again, my whole thing is like, what's the point behind? Nobody like, why would you just wake
Well,
up?
now
and
it's
be
gotten to
painted
the
like-
point where people
yeah.
want to do it just because they're told not they can't do it. That's why they want to do it.
Again,
Because they're
that's
told it's
stupid, in
racist.
my
It's told
opinion.
they're told they're not allowed to do it, which is stupid. They're obviously allowed to do whatever they want.
So if I tell you, hey, like you can't shoot that dude, so like you're just gonna go ahead and just like kill the dude.
No, because that would hurt somebody. This doesn't hurt anybody.
In my opinion, I'm
It's hurting
like I
people
told
emotionally,
you,
Chad.
Yeah.
like I told you, in my opinion, it's just stupid because I just find like what's so funny about it? Like what exactly is what's the point though
Of dressing up as a character?
of being paying like a blackface with like no character whatsoever.
Well, I'm not talking about that.
But that's like the whole premise, like behind like the whole
Well, no,
like,
he's
blackface thing.
You're
yeah?
saying
he's saying
Like-
he's
like-
saying
like-
that
like-
And that's exactly where we're getting mixed up. You're talking about what they did back in the time when it was
Yeah.
racist, and I'm talking about what
The
people are
gen-
getting in trouble for doing now.
the I think you're talking about the generalization of, somebody doing all of those things, painting their face black, the exaggerated features, and just saying like, hey, I'm a typical black guy or whatever,
Which I said is wrong.
which is wrong, yeah, in every case. But if you're dressing up as a specific person, right? If I wanted to dress up as Will Smith, I couldn't pull it off because I'm not tall enough. But right, and I didn't do the exaggerated features and everything, and I tried to, get as close as I could.
Nothing
I
wrong
don't
with it.
sound. I don't see.
Again, I
I
said
mean,
there was
I'm not
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're talking in circles, and we're all coming to the same.
My
The
circle,
same
I
determination.
haven't changed it. It's been the same. I said that the original intent back in the day that you're referring to, blackface, is racist. What people are doing now is not racist.
Dressing up as like a character.
That's not racist. Just because that character happens to be black, that's not racist.
Yeah, I'm talking about in terms of like a role or in terms of like in like real life.
Real life.
hmm
At a party, at a Halloween party, or in front of a camera as a skit, doesn't matter. It's not racist.
So
Or if I just want to sit in
other
my
than-
bedroom and do it, it's still not racist.
So other than again, like his like the problem with it, so like what character was he was he dressing up as except for other than Aladdin because he did it 3 times.
Yeah, the other one was for the Jamaican thing. He did Deo, and he dressed up as like a Caribbean person.
Yeah, the whoever the guy is that
I don't
wrote
know.
the song.
Yeah, whoever
I don't
wrote
know his
Deo.
name.
What's the third time?
I don't know. Do you know?
No,
Oh, okay.
nor do I care. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I,
I mean, I
I don't care either. I'm just saying it's
personally-
not racist.
personally, I probably wouldn't do it myself, but I'm not saying that it's racist for somebody to do it.
And I
unless
know
unless they're
you're
doing
not-
unless they're doing it with the
if you do, I think like you're just
with
dumb
with
for
the
like doing
with
it.
the intent of the same, the generalization of a black person, right? If you're doing it like with the intent that
to
they
mock
did,
to mock
to
black
mock-
people in general, the generalization of a black person, yes, I would agree it's racist.
Yeah.
If you dressed up to mock Obama, that's not racist. You're mocking his character, not his color of skin. So
Again, if you portray like a character, okay, but nobody just like I'm talking about like dressing up like randomly, dressing up as like in like blackface with like no character whatsoever, just like randomly. How's that okay?
do people still do that?
That's the whole context that I was talking about. That
But
I'm
that's
working at,
not. But that's not what we're
yeah,
talking
doing
about.
that doing it randomly, yeah.
But I don't think that's even a thing anymore. I could be wrong. Maybe
That's what I was
KK
talking
claimed-
about, though.
No, we're talking about him dressing up as Aladdin.
I don't give a shit about that.
Well, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. I don't think real blackface even exists anymore. I don't even think people do that. Maybe KKK sits around and do it. I don't know. Not part of them.
Well, and the thing is that I'm like that vice versa. Like I'm like that both ways too.
See, I just don't care. Like if
Yeah.
a black person, like if you came into work tomorrow and you had like bleach all over your skin, you were white, like Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson, good example. Okay, black, bleach his skin white. You can say he has a disease, but it's not true. So go ahead. Not that the 5 people watching don't care. But I wouldn't care. Like I don't care. Whatever.
So Michael Jackson could turn himself when what Michael Jackson did, he did for permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still whiteface.
it's not just what I mean. His whole entire body was white. So how's that How?
He changed the color of his skin. You don't see a problem with that, but you see a problem with the other?
If you can't see the difference, then we have what do you mean?
Do you have a problem with somebody dressing up in quote unquote blackface? I'm not talking about the
was
50
was he
years ago.
portraying a typical white guy?
Well, no, not typical, because nobody's like him. No.
So what are we talking about here? How's it? How's it like the exact same?
I think it's worse, actually.
Dude, you're crazy now. Now you're just tripping now.
No, because he literally he just said
Dude,
I don't.
What
he
are
said
you
I
talking
don't.
about?
He said I don't care about genetics.
Dude, you're out there. You're
I am white.
You are completely out there.
I am white.
You are.
That'd be like me.
No.
Like, would you have a problem, Nizama, if I came into work tomorrow and I said I am permanently black?
Oh, I would like to see that happen.
But would you have a problem with that? What's the difference? What's the difference? There's no difference. That's what I'm saying. There's no difference. If I came into work and I got like 1,000 tans and I was like, I am black. I identify as black now. I'm black. Everyone would have a problem with it.
So
Michael Jackson does it, no problem.
So he fully identified as white.
What do you think? What the hell does he look like? He's whiter than I am. And he didn't start that way. He didn't start that way.
This guy, you are wrong on this one, dude.
No, I'm not. It's a double standard. It's a double standard.
How?
I just explained it.
He was not portraying a typical white guy, Chad. He was not typical. He was not portraying literally a white guy.
He became
people
a
who like
white
him.
guy. I don't understand your point. What is a typical white guy?
Dude, you compare him blackface to Michael Jackson. Like this, they can't compare like the two. You just can't.
Okay. Well, we'll let some people do some things and not let others. That's fine.
All right, moving on.
My dude,
that's called double standard.
Dude, if a white guy decide to like what Michael Jackson did, fine, go ahead.
No, it's not fine. It's not fine though.
Have fun.
I just said, what if I did that? And you said, I'd like to see that.
So yeah, because you wanted to do it.
But would it be okay if I did?
Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Would it be okay if I did?
You just like it's okay for Mike to do it, right?
I didn't say it was okay.
Go ahead.
I didn't say it was okay, but everybody else thinks it's okay, and I'm saying there's a double standard there. And anybody that can't see that double standard, that's racist.
If you could find me a black person that was okay with like Mike doing that, good luck.
He has tons of supporters.
Because he makes good
and look,
music.
Look,
at the end of the day,
and you know what they say?
At the end of the day, his content will cover over whatever crap he.
And to this day, they say he had a skin condition that changed his whole entire body a certain color.
Dude, Chad, you cannot compare blackface to Michael Jackson. That's just not one. That's stupid to do, and two,
well,
that's just completely
standard.
Wrong. No, it's not.
It is.
It's
All
not.
Right. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Dude. You are out there right now with
agree,
no,
not. Agree to disagree.
You are completely. Come on, man. Next topic.
We gotta get moving. All right. So, real quick, I just wanted to get your take on that. I just wanted to get your take on this. Quick, like 2 minutes, man. Trump gave a speech at the UN today. Right. He expressed his support for the empowerment of women and championing the rights of the LGBTQ people, stating, quote, about women, quote, nations that empower women are wealthier, safer, and much more politically stable, end quote. As far as the gays, quote,
LGBTQ.
quote, my administration is working with other nations to stop criminalizing of homosexuality, and we stand in solidarity with LGBTQ people. My question is, how do people think that he's against women and gay people?
They're gonna say that speech was fake and fraud, and
right.
And
here's the thing: if you listen to it,
like that,
if you listen to it, he's not saying that he agrees with LGBTQ behavior. He's saying that
it should be.
He wants to work with other countries to stop them from murdering
being
them.
killed. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I agree.
Exactly.
Like, just because you're gay, even though I don't agree and I think you're abnormal, that doesn't mean that I want you to die. I want you to get help.
Yeah, but that's what they think. They think. I remember the day after the election, and I had a couple people that I knew that are LGBTQ. They thought that they were gonna die.
Oh God.
They thought that all their rights were gonna be stripped away from them, and you still hear it. You still hear it today. You know, all these protests and stuff that people have with the gay pride and all that stuff.
They want attention.
They think that they're going to be killed.
They
it's going to be done by the White House. They're just going to start running through and killing all the gays.
Well, they
stupid. Run pretty much every single damn thing nowadays. So what are you talking about?
You know,
yeah,
can't cross the gay mafia.
I mean, I don't care. I'm not scared of them, but
no, we got nothing.
But as far as his speech,
we got nothing to lose, Jed.
At this point, yeah. As far as like his speech though, I mean, as far as women empowerment, he's obviously referring to the fact that under Sharia law, women have no rights. They can't even drive a car. Mm-hmm. In America, not only can they drive a car, but they can be more successful than men. Mm-hmm. That's what he's talking about.
He's built some like initiatives for women empowerment, stuff like that. He's got some things that have been put in place, organizations or something.
See, I don't know that I agree with that. I don't think we should give. I don't think we should give special attention. I mean, if you're gonna come up, then come up the way everybody else does. Don't look for a handout. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I don't.
And if Trump did do that, then I disagree with him. Like I said, I'm not.
I don't particularly care for the laws that are in place for. You know, there's like business laws and stuff in place for women.
Yeah.
Women-owned businesses get higher tax breaks and all that shit. Right? It shouldn't happen. But
no.
All right. Last thing. So you guys know who Greta Thunberg is?
Yeah. You do. You might just not. You might not know her name. The little girl. The little girl. The little girl that gave her speech at the
UN.
The UN.
Oh, yeah. What about her?
Okay. Well, Trump tweeted yesterday in response to her she was at the UN General Assembly meeting on climate change, and she said, quote, "People are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth." Trump yesterday tweeted out I think it was a video of her, and above it he tweeted, quote, "She seems like a very happy young girl looking forward to a bright and wonderful future. So nice to see! Exclamation point."
What a troll. He's such a troll.
Now people are attacking him for saying that he's going after a child, and he's attacking a 16-year-old girl and all this shit. Like my thoughts, real quick, it's pretty clear cut and dry. If you're, no matter how old you are, 16, 14, you put yourself in the political spectrum.
Exactly.
Be ready.
Yeah, exactly.
To get shit from the other side.
Exactly. Don't come whining and bitching about, she's like just like a little girl. I'm like, who put her up there? Expect people to like treat her like
her parents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As a freaking shield.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's child abuse. It seriously is. I mean,
come on now.
Her parents have been coaxing her. Apparently, her mom wrote a book about how the girl has autism, OCD, and something else, depression or anxiety, something like that. So the girl has mental issues as it is, and now she's been manipulated into this kind of speech. They put her up there because it's going to get a lot of attention. Obviously, it's going to rile up people.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Did you see Michael Knowles is no longer welcome on Fox anymore? He was on Fox last night.
About that.
Yeah, he was on Fox last night, and they had some guy from the left there. They always do that. They put a guy from the right, guy from the left. And Michael Knowles said that how dare her parents, take advantage of this mentally ill child and put her out there in front of everybody. Well, when he said mentally ill, the guy on the left, he just had
meltdown.
Yeah, he had a meltdown. He's like, "How dare you? You owe her an apology right here on national television." And Michael Knowles was like, "No, she's mentally ill. She has serious mental problems, and it's out there. It's public knowledge." And he's like, "No, you owe her an apology." He's like, "How dare you go after? You're a grown man. You're going to go after a child, and this and that." Fox came out later and was like, "We apologize, and Michael Knowles will never be on Fox again." More or less, that's what they said.
That's crazy.
So I don't know what the hell Fox is doing, but
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's my whole thing. If you could be 8 years old, 10 years old.
Remember the girl that mocked AOC? Remember how the left went after her?
Oh yeah. And she was hilarious.
What about the kid that stood there while the Indian banged the drum in his face? What about him?
16-year-old.
They went after,
16,
they went after him,
17-year-old.
tried to ruin him, death threats and everything. That's okay.
Yeah. Like,
Get out of here.
don't put yourself in the political spectrum or the political field, and then, I don't know that she's come out and said things that he's attacking me or whatever, but when you see somebody put themselves out there, and then they get hit with stuff, whether it's sarcasm or whatever, or serious like rebuttals, don't say that somebody's being attacked now. They're out there. They put themselves there. Well, either she put herself there or her parents did. So you gotta be ready to take the hits if you're gonna put yourself in that.
Not to mention everything she said was false.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Literally.
I mean,
if you want to have a
aside
climate change,
aside from that, but
if you want to have a climate change argument with me, you got to come with something a little more,
Yeah,
they're all trying to like instill terror within people like that, like that's gonna work.
Yeah.
It's not trying to like instead of like fear into people. Come on now.
All right.
Yeah.
That was it. That was my
Did
last.
you see the
that was my
meme
last
of
one.
her where she's like behind Trump and Trump's like walking forward in the face that she's giving Trump? She looks like
No.
a demon child.
You gotta put it on the
Yeah, if I find it, I'll put it
on the video. All right, that's it for this episode of Cafe Disco Report. Be sure to
I love you,
like-
Nazama.
Love you too, man. You even look like you're white, but look down some. No homo though. It's okay.
I was about to say, Trump's remarks at the UN speech might really fit you guys now.
It hit him.
Be sure to like us on Facebook. Give the video a like, comment, subscribe, and if you want us to talk about anything, send us an email, cafediscopodcast@gmail.com. Other than that, we're on all the podcast services. Be sure to follow us on those, and we'll see you next week.
Deuces.